What up, y'all? This is PMO here with the super talented Veetchy. Nice to see you, bro.
Nice to see you,
Long
bro.
time no see, man.
Long time no see.
How you been?
Been good. How you doing?
I'm chilling, man. Chilling. Excited for this, man. It's a long time, man.
Me too.
I've had so many questions for you, man. It's crazy. Bro, I've been a big fan since you already know Light of Scenes, man. I'm excited that you were able to come out and give us a performance, man. That was amazing. So, first things first, just for the fans out there, you want to just kind of give us a little background, where you're from, how you got into music and all of that?
Absolutely. So, for those who don't know me, I go by the name Veetchy, and I'm an Afrobeats and R&B singer-songwriter artist from Douala, Cameroon.
Douala.
In Central Africa, because a lot of people like, is Cameroon in Central? Is it in West Africa?
Yeah.
It's in Central Africa.
Okay.
Got here 2017. Started college 2017 in College of the Canyons in the Valley. Computer science, and shortly after, I started making music, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What got you into music? Like, did you just kind of like stumble upon it, or is it something that was kind of already there?
It's something that has always been there. Growing up, I was part of I guess you want to call it a boys band.
Oh, really? I feel you on that. Nah, we've always been there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like in middle school, practicing your rhymes, your lyrics, that's how I developed my pen. I would write like choruses like this. I started off, it was really hard, but the more I did it, the more, I became apt. And a lot of my friends in middle school told me, hey, I think you got something. But growing up back home is like your parents sent you to school, so it was never like it was never like I want to do this for real.
I need you to become a doctor.
Yeah, for sure. So it's always been there.
You recorded Ndole
Yeah,
and Serenation, which was like pretty. I mean, when you talk about serenading, those two songs in there, bro, they were epic. I just want to know, like, what was the creative process with that? Like, I've seen you like do some producing stuff, like mixing. I'm not so sure. I've sent you some stuff. And you always give some like really good feedback, and you know what you're talking about. So is that something that you came up with, or like did you get handed a beat and then you wrote to it, or like how was the creative process?
So for Ndole, I found a shout out to Fred Irie, that's the producer that from Portugal. He made the beat. I had the beat for a while, and how it happens with me is I always have the beat and I have a melody. Sometimes when I get the melody and the beat, I write to it, and other times, if I don't feel like the lyrics are coming to me immediately, I would hold that melody at the back of my mind. And I remember one time I was traveling to West Virginia to visit my sister, and that melody for the hook, the lyrics for the hook with the melody that I already had came to me while I was on a plane. And immediately as I landed, I made sure that, I got it on lock.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how that one happened. Obviously shout out to Darius Porter. That's my engineer that I've been working with since I started releasing in 2020. Shout out to Darius. He mixed it, a couple revisions, but I'm really happy that, that song came out.
And in terms of just like your writing and your cadence, you have impeccable cadence. Is that something that stemmed from just like years of listening to beats? I know you talked about being in high school and like writing and stuff like that, but I feel like it takes a special kind of like inspiration to get the type of cadences that you put out there. So you mentioned, okay, being on the flight, and then you got the lyrics. What exactly triggers like that thought process? Or I don't know, like how does it just kind of come to you?
I think for me, it depends on the instrumentation. Okay. I think every instrumentation or beat tells a story on its own. That's why a lot of producers, or some producers, release just a beat. Some of them will sell their beats to artists, and the artist will write on it, but the beat on its own tell its own story. And all we do is add lyrics and melodies to kind of complement that story already. So there are certain stories that I think when they hit me, or resonate with me, then I hang on to it and I just let my pen flow. Obviously, growing up in Cameroon, we were exposed to a lot of genres of music, from makossa, bikuti, which are like the local genres, to hip hop, R&B, you know, a little bit of Nigerian music, French rap. So it's like you bundle all of that with the experience of a younger Veetchy, and growing up, whenever he hears a melody that is similar or has some of the elements of the music that he was used to hearing when growing up, that's how I'm able to peak the beats that I peak and write the way I write.
I understand the mental process and the, the unspoken element that the beat presents to you that you complement. But outside of that, what other inspirations do you have? I guess we could start with just like model inspirations, like artists that are already out there.
I always say I have like a Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
A lot of people say like, you know, you probably have a Mount Rushmore. You're a rapper yourself.
Yeah.
But my Mount Rushmore of like artists across all genres, in no particular order, obviously Chris Brown.
Chris Brown, okay.
Michael Jackson is there for sure. And Fally Ipupa. I don't know if you know who that is.
Oh, of course.
Fally Ipupa, he's like Congolese royalty.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My earliest memories of starting to sing, or like attempting to sing, Fally Ipupa is one of those artists that really inspired me to sing. And I don't understand a lick of Lingala. So Fally Ipupa is definitely up there. Toto Guillaume to me is one of the greatest makossa artists from Cameroon. I think if you ask someone from Cameroon, they'll tell you, you know, Dina Bell, you know, Didier Yango, or like the Dekas. For me, Toto Guillaume's makossa speaks to me very, very deeply.
I gotta check that out. Man.
Yeah, you have to check out Toto Guillaume. And the last one, I would say Manu Dibango. Manu Dibango is a legendary African artist, and he inspires me as well.
We see your mental approach. We see the artists that you look up to, and we see Veetchy as a whole right now. What else should we expect from you going further in terms of, we were upstairs and I heard something about 10 songs. I'm like, 10 songs? This man, like you put out work consistently, and that's something that's like really, really underappreciated. I think it's really hard, and Helen said it as well, it's really hard to put out even 4 songs. So for you to have like a lot working like that, I bet you have something maybe around the corner or something like that. You know, who are you working with right now? What are we expecting? Is it an EP? Is it just like some singles?
Absolutely. I'm working on a few singles right now. A few weeks ago, I went with a few friends that I met to Joshua Tree. And we released, and we worked on a lot of good music.
That's a place to get some good inspiration.
Yeah, very, very much so. So shout out to Joshua Tree Gang. We're definitely working on, you know, in the nearest future, be expecting some very, very fire singles ranging from Afrobeats and R&B, obviously, and pop. But on the personal level, I'm working, I think, on like 3 releases. I think like it's like 2 Afrobeats and 1 R&B. I've had them for a minute, and I think it's time, you know, I put them out there. I can't wait.
You already know the boys are waiting, man. We're waiting on that. So yeah, that's dope. Outside of music, you know, outside your creative process, what other hobbies do you engage in? I know like a lot of artists, they kind of step into like the world of fashion or like set design or whatever it is.
Yeah.
What do you kind of dabble in outside of music?
Yeah, everyone's got their own thing. I think for me, I've never been a fashion guy. I'm a soccer head.
Okay.
I'm a soccer. We call it football, but you know, it's soccer here. So
what club do you speak?
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Am I an ops?
No. You good.
Wait, what club do you support?
I'm an Arsenal fan.
Okay.
I can't speak too much.
Okay.
We already have our demons and our battles. So.
Yeah, I love watching soccer. I play soccer as well whenever I can on the weekends, you know, with friends. So yeah, I think that's me right there in a nutshell. I used to be in video games, but not as much as of lately. So
that's pretty cool. Hey, the ladies, You hear it? If you're trying to get serenaded, just go out to the soccer pitch, go find Veetchy. He gonna kick it with you, literally.
I got you.
That's Hey, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for coming out. PMO Veetchy, go check it out, man. Nice video. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.